Well, hello there. How are you? This will be one of those short vlogs, hopefully a short vlog. I haven't done those in a while. It'll be like a vlog with Mr4Koffee, if you will. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about a couple of things here. First, we're going to talk about this reoccurring question everybody's asking me on the forums. And you guys know, when it comes to other YouTubers, I really don't care. I don't follow these individuals. I filter them out. If I don't like a certain channel, what I usually do, I block them, I filter them out. I tell the YouTube never to recommend this to me again. I just simply stay away from them. Okay? You can do the same. You can do the same. And I think this is where the important point is. A lot of you, well, not a lot of you, but there's a certain groups of you who like to complain to me about a certain YouTuber. I'm not going to name names, who it is. And I always tell with the same answer, well, why are you going there and why are you clicking? If you don't like that channel, why are you being baited? Okay, you know who this individual is. You know what his game plan is and you know what he's after. I have a nickname. I call them cash registers, okay, because that's what they are. They're exploiting the fan base, both blue and green and red. They'll exploit anything and everything for the click. They care about the clicks. They care about the money. The reason they're there is to make money. They're not there because they care about the Sony or because they care about the Microsoft or because they care about the OLED or because they care about the QLED. These individuals only care about themselves and this. I don't know, why is this so difficult to understand? Why is this such a big mystery to understand? Okay, come on guys, use this. It's not that difficult. So if you go there, if you click on their channel, then you have no right to complain. Okay? Really, you have no right to complain because you can't blame the person who is making the video and who is baiting you. You can only blame yourself for taking the bait. You took the bait, you click on that channel, and you're watching it, and you are commenting on it, and you sharing it. So therefore, you are doing him a favor, or her a favor, or whoever it is, okay? So why are you accepting the bait? It's like a fisherman, hook, line, and sinker. Why did you take the bait? Why did you take the bait? You took the bait, you click on it. You know that this is bogus headlines. You know that this individual doesn't care. You know that this individual only wants this. And especially when you can see red and blue, subscribe and join. When you see a red button that says join, what does that tell you? And when you see down below a merchandise, what does that tell you? Do you see any join button with me? Do you see any merchandise with me? No. That's because I'm not all about that. I'm not all about that. If I wanted to be a cash register money whore, I know how to do that. I know how to sell myself. But I have my principles. I don't do that. Okay? So what I'm trying to say here to you is, for the last time, so you guys don't bug me about this. I don't know why you guys bugging me about this, honestly. You know that I don't care about these individuals. And they know I don't care about them. They know who I am. They know who I am. But they also know that I know who they are. And they know that I don't care. So why are you guys clicking on their videos? Why do you take the bait? So you only got yourself to blame. You can't blame the guy he has a right to create whatever kind of channel he wants. But you should be smart enough to know that this individual is a fluke, a fake, or whatever you want to call him. So therefore, block him, filter him out, tell YouTube don't ever recommend this guy to me, or this individual, or this channel, and move on. Move on. That's what I do. So, but if you click on it, And if you comment on that on their channel, on their videos, and you share their videos, and you tell your other friends to go check out this clown and then share his video and click on his video, well, guess what, cousin? You're doing him a favor. He doesn't care because you're bringing him a traffic. You are doing exactly what he wants you to do. You are dancing to his tune. All right? So that's the one subject that I want to just talk about and get it out of the way. Next thing I want to talk about is the Borderlands 3. Why did I chose to go with the PC version? Well, it will not only be a PC version. The consoles will come later on, okay, probably by the end of the month, beginning of October. But the reason I want to go with the PC version because PC version, from what I understand, from what I have gathered, the PC version seems to be working the best, okay, because they really the game, it's really designed to work the best on the PC, especially with the AMD Radeon 5700 XT card GPU that I have. I have two of them, and I also have another PC which I have customized and built. This thing, I call it Red Godzilla. It's like it's a pure beast, man. I'll give you guys more details on this thing. The only thing you need to know that I have 2060 RTX 8 gigabyte, and that's all I need. Believe me, that's all I need. So I want to test, Borderlands 3 with the AMD Radeon, and I also want to test it how it compares to RTX NVIDIA. So I want to see how the red team compares to the green team with the Borderlands 3, and I also want to see how Gears of War, Gears 5, how Gears 5 runs with NVIDIA versus AMD. So I want to kind of do some of the tests on the PC. And yes, there will be Gears 5 BenQ 32-inch monitor test. I will test the game on a monitor. It's just that I didn't get enough time. I'm also going to spend some time doing some tweaks and tests on the OLED, because you guys been asking about the OLED too. I will work on that. The main reason I spent some time on the QLED, because a lot of you were complaining that, hey man, you've been doing a lot of OLED videos, but we haven't seen much of QLED. So I had to, I have to be fair. I can't just be doing one thing. But you guys have to remember, this is not my main job. I have my main job and other things that I do besides. I have like 3 jobs, man. So I want you guys to understand, that's a lot of pressure on me. That's a lot of I need to find time to do it, but I do find the time. I try to organize myself. I listen to Jocko Willink. I set up my alarm to wake up early, get after it. I've been reading his books. I'm trying to discipline myself, trying to lose some weight. So, if you're going to listen to somebody, listen to a former Navy SEAL. It's your best recipe, man. And I recommend you guys listen to Jocko Willink. So go check him out. He's got podcasts. He was also on Joe Rogan podcast too. So I just want you guys to understand, those videos are coming. Live streams are coming. It's just I need to find the time to squeeze my schedule into it, Also, another question is, people have been asking me on the forums, how come you didn't do a video on the 59 minutes, 60 minutes gameplay that was released by Hideo Kojima? Guys, we're talking about a Death Stranding. How come you didn't do any videos on the 60-minute Death Stranding gameplay? Like, what happened? What happened, Mr4K? And here's the reason, guys. I love Death Stranding so much. I respect Hideo Kojima so much that I'm staying away from any kind of glimpse and window of footage of Death Stranding. I don't want to know nothing about Death Stranding. I filtered Death Stranding totally out because I want to go into this game in November 8th totally fresh. Totally fresh. And I want to experience the game fresh without any kind of potential hints or spoilers. I don't want to know nothing. I don't want to know what's the extra level, what's this level here, who's this character. I don't want to know nothing. I mean, I know some basics, but I want to go into the game fresh. I want this to be a fresh experience. It's going to feel better when you don't have any clue. Just like when you go into a movie, you have no clue about the movie. You just go into it, let's see what this is about. It's a better experience when you have no clue, when you just totally have no information on what's going on with the Death Stranding. And I don't want any spoilers. And I have a feeling once we get close to November, some idiots out there are going to release some spoilers, walkthrough of a game or something. So I don't want to be spoiled. I'm trying to, because to me this game is going to be special. Every Hideo Kojima game, it's special. So therefore, I want this experience to be special. I will not talk about it. I will not mention it. In November, what I'm going to be focused on is going to be Google Stadia and xCloud. That's what I'm going to be focused on. And of course, we're going to do some various tests with Modern Warfare, Breakpoint, PC versus console, televisions, and whatnot. But I will not talk about Death Stranding. I will not even mention it. Zero. Okay, so I just want you guys to understand that. So that's why. All right, well, I did promise I want this vlog to be short, and it is going to be short, 12 minutes. So stay tuned for Borderlands 3. I got a bunch of videos coming on Borderlands 3. There might be a live stream of Borderlands 3 later on, but please do check my community forums. That's where, when you check my YouTube community feed, that's where you're gonna know what I'm doing next. Okay, so check my community feed. Oh, and this Tropical Depression 9, it's still developing. We don't know. Luckily, that some cold front will be coming down, and it's gonna stop it from feeding into this circulation. So fingers crossed. We'll know by Monday or Tuesday what's gonna happen with this Tropical Depression 9. It's not a hurricane, so I don't want you guys to think that it's a hurricane. It's a tropical depression, but still, just because it's a tropical depression doesn't mean, you're gonna be, it's all fine and dandy. These suckers can bring a lot of rain, a lot of floodings, 40 miles an hour wind, sometimes 50 gust mile an hour wind, a lot of tornadoes they can bring. There's other things that these storms can bring. So, and it kind of sucks that it's right next to Bahamas, for crying out loud. Bahamas are still recovering from that tragedy of Dorian. So my heart goes out to Bahamas. But thank God that here in Florida, this state has really gone out of its way to really help out with the Coast Guard, with the Navy. They really helped. They went out of their way to help out Bahamas. There's a lot of volunteers, there's a lot of donations, so I'm really happy that this state of Florida, it's doing its best to help. They're like our neighbors, man. They're right next door, honestly, like 50 miles from us. So I'm glad that we're doing our best to help out Bahamas to recover. So there you have it. There's my vlog. It's a coffee vlog, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And it's Friday the 13th, but listen, it's Friday the 13th, but I don't really, I don't worry about that stuff, guys. It's just a number. It's a superstition. Who actually, I can't even Google it. I can't even find who is actually the individual in charge of labeling Friday the 13th a bad day, So I wouldn't really worry about it, guys. If something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen no matter what. That's your destiny. You can't really do much about that. Okay, it's all in God's hands. You have no control over that. Now you can be careful, but you don't have the control over the big things that are gonna happen. All right, so don't worry about it. Forget the Friday the 13th, man. It's just a number. It's just like any other day, just a number. That's all it is. All right, you all have a good Friday. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.